What's up, everybody? How you doing? It is the big dog named Austin. Unfortunately, again, the Colts lose in Jacksonville. For the 10th consecutive time, I know one of them was in London, the Colts have gone to Jacksonville and lost. This time, 37-34. The defense sucks, okay? The defense is terrible. Forget about the players that we were missing. Okay, Kenny Moore, DeForest Buckner, Kwity Paye, Samson Ebukong, Juju Brents, those guys. There's a couple of them who are out for the season, who have been out for the season. The defense sucks. Gus Bradley sucks. Gus Bradley needs to go. Gus Bradley, last two seasons, was 28th in points allowed. This year he's 25th, probably worse after this week, because we allowed 37 points to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Going into halftime, the Colts were only down 13-10. But the Jaguars' offense and our offense exploded in the second half. Okay, Tank Bigsby, Tank Bigsby, it was like watching Maurice Jones-Drew. I mean, honest to God. Tank, he just starts running through half our defense on his way to a 19-yard touchdown. And then that big 65-yarder, I thought the game was over at that point. That was when the Jaguars went up 34-20. I was like, no way. And then Joe Flacco and Alec Pierce just caught fire and got the Colts back in it, okay? The win percentage for the Jags went from like 98 to like 53 in a matter of minutes. But ultimately, the Jaguars, they got the ball back, went down the field, chunk plays again. There were 16 missed tackles by this Colts defense. All the players on the Colts defense, E.J. Speed, Jair Franklin, Nick Cross, who have been in the top 5 leading tacklers in the NFL, all of them missed tackles. Terrible day for tackling. You had a guy dead to rights on, like, you were going to have him lose yardage. And then he went and he got like 9 yards. You didn't put any pressure on Trevor Lawrence. Okay, he wasn't sacked a single time. Joe Flacco was sacked 4 times. Okay. Joe Flacco I love the way Joe Flacco played the game. He's a statue, unfortunately. He did move around a little bit. I guess had a nice run. He was 33 of 44, 359 yards, 3 touchdowns. Trey Sermon. See, I also feel like Jonathan Taylor did play a big factor in our success on offense, or lack thereof. Trey Sermon, 10 carries, 38 yards, a touchdown. Alec Pierce, nothing in the first 2.5 quarters, 3.5 quarters. Okay, 2.5. And then all of a sudden, Alec Pierce just 134 yards and 1 touchdown on 3 catches. We won the turnover battle, and we won the time of possession. Turnover battle. We had two forced turnovers. They had 1. That 1 turnover was pretty crucial. If you remember, it was at the end of the half. Okay, the Colts were trying to score a little bit. It was 10-10 at that point. Colts were trying to take the lead going into half. And then, boom, Joe Flacco fumbles. I'm glad they didn't score a touchdown. Well, at the time I was glad they didn't score a touchdown, but I guess it didn't really matter because we lost anyway. But I was glad they didn't score a touchdown. They ended up kicking a field goal, but they won by 3. So, but like I said, it didn't matter if they'd have scored a touchdown. But my point being is that turnover was crucial because it was just it was a potential 6-point swing. We lost by 3. Won the time possession for the first time this season. We had 31-32. They had 28-28. Cool. We still lost. Trevor Lawrence had a career high in passing yards against us. 28 of 34, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Every time Trevor Lawrence plays us, he makes our defense look like Swiss cheese. And it is, but we make him look like a Hall of Famer every single time we play him. He's played 57 games in his career. Of his 57 games, his three best performances have come against Gus Bradley in the Indianapolis Colts defense. Brian Thomas Jr., he had himself a day, 5 catches, 122 yards, and 1 touchdown. Now, the Colts defensive mantra, okay, is limit/eliminate the big plays. They did not do that, okay? There were multiple big plays against the Colts. You had that Brian Thomas 85-yard touchdown pass, which is a Jaguars record, longest touchdown pass in franchise history. You had that long run by Tank Bigsby. You had that 19-yard run. I know it's not a long run, but it was a powerful run. It is a long run, but not like 50, 60 yards long. 19-yard run. You did not eliminate the big plays. Also, get pressure on the quarterback. You did not get pressure on the quarterback. Something's going on here, okay? Because if you look at the Colts week to week, okay, in week 1, the Colts played Joe Mixon in the Houston Texans. Joe Mixon had 159 yards rushing. That is the most that he has had since 2021. In week 2, the Colts gave up 151 yards rushing to Josh Jacobs. That's the most he's had since 2022. In week 3, Caleb Williams, he had 363 passing yards. That's a career high in his short career. In week 4, Justin Fields, 367 passing yards. That's a career high. In week 5, Trevor Lawrence, 371 passing yards. That's a career high. And the common factor is the Colts defense just gives one or two guys on a single team, like, here you go. Here's a career day. Oh, have a career day. ESPN's going to post about you later. If you've been having a bad season, play the Colts defense, because that you're going to get right, because you're going to be able to dissect what they're doing, because they run the most vanilla defense in the league, and they don't change anything up schematically, and they don't, disguise anything, any of that. You're going to be able to pick them apart. Then the Colts give up 37 points to the Jacksonville Jaguars, a team who has not won a single game this year, a team who has been a mess all season long, and you make them look like a well-oiled machine, a great offense. You make them look better than the Kansas City Chiefs. You make them look like one of the best offenses in the league. And that's easy to do against the Indianapolis Colts defense. I'm the big dog named Austin. I hope the Colts can get it figured out on defense. That'd be great. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Go Colts.